Kia ora guys, gals, and Legionnaires. Rycon here, joined by Triton behind the chat. Say hello, Triton.
Hello, guys.
So Triton's over here today, and he's going to be sitting in on the town hall. So say hello, say hello. Everything should be working okay today, I believe. We'll cross our fingers and hope that's going to be the case. There's always a chance that things can and will go wrong. If this is your first town hall that you've ever been to before, this is his first one that he's been here physically. If this is the first one that you've been here for, the town hall is essentially just a chance to just hang out and talk about stuff. And apparently, Nuggets, you're only hearing me in one ear currently. Why? God damn it. Thank you for letting me know now, everybody. For some reason, god damn this world of technology. So, okay, we should be running with a mono setup, so theoretically, you should be able to hear me in both ears currently. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off and on, so that it has to reset itself, so it might be able to figure that out. Your audio is only showing up on the left-hand side. So, my question is, are you hearing the background sound? Is that both sides, or is that just one side as well? Because we should be mono currently. Yeah, you were right, Blood Mime. You were indeed right. This is how it goes every time. There's always something that will challenge me.
I just thought mono was one channel.
Mono is one channel. Yeah. So yeah. Down mix to mono. Let's down mix everything and see if that's actually going to help. Yeah, I mean, that's the way these things work sometimes when we're going live, right? Okay, tiny bit of music on the right. Okay, have we noticed anything at all? I know that some of you, some of you have noticed some kind of change here as well, a physical change, so to speak. We should theoretically be better now. Both sides? Okay, that worked. Okay, fantastic. So, word of advice for everyone: don't trust technology. Even if it tells you it's working, it's not working. So everything was set up to be essentially sent out to you mono. But for some reason it's decided it wanted to override it somewhere. But yes, it is a victory for the Legion. We survived all the same. You know what? I blame you. Yeah, he's the only new variable in this. I think having Triton here... Yeah. I think having Triton here has somehow doomed us. There was an earthquake, there was a shake. We're okay. We're fine. We're okay. Triton. I did. I angered the Triton. I sure did. But I'm glad that you can hear us both from both sides now. Yeah. So some of you have noticed that there is a physical change, so to speak. I've had a little bit of a physical change recently. We're a lot shorter here at the moment. I know this is going to be a point of contention for a lot of people, and I swear to you, I am Rycon. I am still the same person. However, yes, I've lost something here. And yes, Kitchen Raptor, I indeed will be your dad. I'll be your dad. I won't be your daddy. There's a distinction there. There's a line we won't cross. There, yeah. It looks looking like you went back a few times in year. I've gone back in time a few years. Yes. I'm like I'm younger, right? Yeah. Who knows? Yeah. Yeah. So we are a lot shorter at the moment. It's a lot shorter than it was before. My hair is a lot shorter as well. It's at a weird length at the moment. It's not quite all the way there yet. I have to essentially cut it off in stages. But my hair, when I had it fully out, it was down to here, like at the front. It was pretty long. It'd gotten pretty long. So yeah, that's going to be disappearing a little bit more as well, because right now it's in a weird in-between stage where it's just going to make me look like I'm from NSYNC. So I want to avoid that as much as possible. Storyhouse, thank you very much for the super chat. I can see that something was going on because everything started lagging there for a second. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm trying to keep it here so that I can hear if our lady is talking or not.
Keep on being awesome.
Thank you very much. And Dante, thank you very much as well. Thank you both for the super chats. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, thank you very much for that. Some of you might notice...
Hopefully Sean isn't here so it doesn't start another Omegalol war. Great to have Triton on the town
Sean
hall.
will probably come out of the woodwork. somewhere. You might notice that there will be like a few stutters today. Even now, like, I can notice that there are a few. Unfortunately, there seems to be some issues that my PC is going through at this moment. It's working through some things. It's working through some problems. I think, like, I'm leaning towards thinking that it is, it's something relating to the CPU, which sucks, and I really hope that isn't the case. But I guess the first bit of news that I have for you, and it's not great news as well, is that the reasons Triton is here is yesterday we were recording Zealand, and we ran into some problems, so to speak, during our first session. Yes, we did, didn't we? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, we did. Yeah. So, unfortunately, there isn't going to be any Zealand next week. Hopefully, we're going to have it back soon, but we had some interesting issues, so to speak. Yeah, we had like a whole section of audio go missing, and things kind of go all jaggedy and all sorts. You've never been in a town hall before, Geode. Well, Geode, essentially, it's us hanging out, having a good time. And yeah, there is going to be a fair bit of a chat delay today, more so than normal. But we'll work through that. So yeah. Hey, Chloe. Yes, we did have problems. So yeah, for the foreseeable future, we're going to be on a little bit of a hold. So yeah. We'll see where that goes. Yeah. Yeah, Triton can kind of gaze around the chat. There were no sexy pillow fights, Axel. They were just brutal, violent, and gory pillow fights, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. That's how it went. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely better than the whole group getting killed, Aolin. Definitely much better. But yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there.
Survival space exploration as well. Like, the book is coming along. We're just going through final stages at the moment for combining, getting the printing and stuff all sorted, and yeah, just running into a few problems here and there.
Yeah,
but it's just time delays, things
exactly
that weren't expected coming up, and
yeah, more roadblocks than we anticipated,
Yeah.
but we're getting through them all the same. And yeah, Damien, you're imagining Zealand zombies waiting in the green room? Yeah, essentially that's what it's like. They're all sitting there. They're all on standby at the moment. They're all waiting for things to kind of go right. Yeah, so in the background there have been technical issues, not just in Zealand, but in some of the other series as well. And yeah, I think it's in part there's some things that are going on with the hardware inside of my machine. So yeah, I've got to give it a bit of a birthday. I've got to give it a bit of a workover. So I'm not sure how that's going to look for us on the channel in terms of if it will be holding things up. I don't think it will hold things up too much. There are some other things that I want to talk to you all about as well in terms of the channel and series that we have at the moment. And essentially where I'm at the moment. I do like that Pringles, the Beard Brothers. Yeah.
so Pringles.
No reason for the hair reduction, Aolin. I just felt like a change. I felt like a change this week, and honestly, it feels a lot better than it did before. It's a lot more under control. So yeah, a lot more under control. I'd like to do something with State of Decay, perhaps in the future. See, the thing is, like, what I was going to talk about in terms of the series that we have ongoing at the moment is, I feel like I'm trying to do too many episodes of what we have at the moment. And what's happening is that obviously we're on a season break from both Fallout 3 and Skyrim at this stage, and the kind of problems that I'm running into is that I'm running behind, and we don't even have those big ones that take a huge amount of time to edit, because I am having some technical issues in the background. But it means that when we get those back, it's going to make things even harder. And at this stage, kind of where I'm at, I'm not getting time to enjoy the videos with the rest of you. So like, by the time I have them recorded, by the time I have them edited and out to you all, I don't really have, I mean, like, I try to respond to as many comments as I can as possible, but like, I find that I'm forgetting what's happening to a degree, because the turnaround is so quick on them that I'm not getting enough time to kind of spend time with them. And so it's kind of just like, it's gone, it's out my head, and it's on to the next thing again. So yeah, I mean, maybe it's in a part like being slightly overwhelmed, but I think what I need to try and do is have a look at the schedule that we have at the moment and just tone things down, bring things back a little bit, and then just kind of build things back up again. Because I find like whenever I take a break and I come back into doing things again, trying to get back on a roll is not easy. And so I think I'm gonna have to try and just like ease things back and then kind of, you know, ramp them back up again. So some of the series that we have a lot of episodes for, things like Frost, for example, I might be reeling that back a little bit, maybe to 2 episodes at this stage, and then kind of build from there. Because the thing is, like, I mean, once I get Fallout 3 and Skyrim back, I want to be able to spend a lot of time working on those. And that's the thing, is they need more time than anything else. They need a lot of editing time. And I'm wanting to put that kind of editing time into some of the other series as well. Some of you who have seen the latest episode of Leif's Tale in Cataclysm, you'll notice that I have taken that in a different direction as well, in terms of like the editing, the storytelling style, and the rest. I'm doing the exact same thing with Dusk, and earlier I was talking about how like I was losing audio. I recorded like this whole 1-hour episode of Dusk, and like I essentially during it I'd given voices to all of the different characters. So Dusk, Lady Sis, Rich, Chung, they all had voices, and I voiced them all. And like I shot like almost like a cutscene of sorts within Cataclysm, and there was no audio for that. And that kind of broke my heart, because I was just like, because it was very in the moment. Some of you will remember like where we were with Dusk. It was at a pretty tense moment. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that at this stage as well. There seem to be some strange things going on with the Adobe Creative Suite at the moment. So yeah, what I was trying to say is that I'm needing more time to put into those things as well. So we'll see. Thank you very much, Total Death. I appreciate that. Janet is going to read that out in a moment for us, so I'll keep my ears out for her, and I'll be ready to duck if and when she does decide to pipe up. Sometimes she just gets a little overworked. I think she just gets caught up in things and she's not going to read it out. If she doesn't, I apologize, but thank you very much, Total Death. I appreciate that. Oh, there we go. She arrived in the end. She got there. Yeah. 3 people alive at the moment, Geo. Yeah, I mean, I know. Like, there we go. I'm actually going to move this up here so I can actually hear when she's saying things at the moment. One moment. Small little earthquake. I'll just have this here so I can actually kind of hear a little bit what's going on. XCOM 2 is still around as well. That's just one of those things where, yeah, everything else is, it's just very easy for things to like overtake others in terms of like if I'm running behind for whatever reason. That, and like over the last few months I have been taking a fair bit of work outside of YouTube as well, so that balancing that with everything else is also difficult. But I think it's just going to be like reeling things back. So like RimWorld, for example, we'd probably only have 2 episodes of that. So it'd be 2 episodes of that, 2 episodes of Cataclysm. We'd have our one of XCOM. We'd have both Fallout 3 and Skyrim back. And like what's tough as well, and what kind of like is frustrating, is like for the longest time I've been wanting to tell a story with Fallout 4, but I haven't been able to because of the amount of other series that we have going on the channel. Like there just isn't enough time in the day at this stage. I'm kind of like unhealthily pushing my sleep hours back more and more, and I'm noticing like it's having an impact on some of the recordings, because like my memory isn't what it should be. So I think I'm gonna need to try and, like I said, tone things back a little bit, reel it in, and just build up from that. What's it? Sorry.
Was it ever though?
Was it ever?
Yeah, like your memory.
My memory?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah. Panda, what's up? Good to have you here. What's a snitty? I have no idea what a snitty is. No idea. No idea. That's a great question though. I'd like to know as well. Yeah. Oh, Geode. You heard me. See ya. Get out of here. Aolin, there is a chance that we might be. Just kind of how that game is going. Like, look, I enjoy it. I think it's a fun game. I think it's a fun game. But, yeah. There's some weird stuff in that. I'm glad you're like the memory joke. And again, apologies that we had to kind of go with the standard checks chat. There were issues with the ultra low latency today. But well, what do you know?
I raged in that game
Kingdom Come? Yeah.
Yeah, time where bloody bandit running away after stealing something from a store. I decide to do the heroic thing and go, "Stop, criminal scum," and like knock him out with my fists. And then after that, the guard swiftly proceeded to try to.
Are you looking forward to Jurassic Park Evolution? Would you consider doing a Let's Relax series with it?
Change back to that. Okay, hello. I have returned. Thank you. I guess that was out for a while, since our chat's delayed, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Sorry, Pringles. Okay, so, right. Okay, so you didn't hear my answer to that. We can, yeah, I think they can now. I think they can. Yeah, okay, so what I was saying about the game is that I'm guessing some of you are a little delayed in the chat still. Right as Triton finished talking about Kingdom Come. Okay, alright. So sorry, Pringles. Sorry about that. I was saying that I probably wouldn't, just because I'm trying to have it so that we can have as many role plays as possible. And because there've been role plays that I've been wanting to get off the ground since like day one, and for like a really, really long time. And I had been trying to get a Dishonored one off the ground for a long time as well. That, and like obviously I want to be starting my Fallout 4 roleplay as well. I've been wanting to start that for the longest time. And something that I've discovered more than anything is that I feel like I don't feel good when I'm not releasing those. Like for the last like few weeks, ever since kind of Leon's Tale finished, and I've just been working on other things, I don't feel anywhere near as fulfilled as I do as when I'm releasing those episodes, the Let's Roleplays. Like, don't get me wrong, like I still really enjoy doing series like Frost, for example. Like, you know, it's tense for me. It's freaking tense knowing that at any moment it could, it could finish up. But the real fulfillment, and the reason I was doing YouTube in the first place, was to do these role plays. And the Let's Relax series, they were there to start with. Like they were there, as just a relaxing thing. And I feel like the scales have shifted somewhere along the line. Like the scales have shifted where I've started making more of those because they're easier to make to a certain degree, and you all seem to like them, but it's not initially what I was trying to do with this channel in the first place. So I feel like I might need to make some tough decisions with some of those, because the thing is, like, I really enjoy them, I really do, but I have to say, like, I do get more like creative fulfillment from making those role plays that are harder to make, and like they are difficult in terms of like that I stress about them for longer, and obviously if anything goes wrong with them, it sucks even more. But that's because everything about them is more intense in that regard, the way that I feel about them. So I want to be able to give you more of those stories. It doesn't mean that I'm going to stop doing things like RimWorld and Cataclysm altogether, but I might just be doing less of them to say at least, Axel, you always have a way to bring it back down to earth. No, I can't. I can't. No, can't happen. You? No. Yeah, no. Try and can't either. Yeah. Eolin, thank you very much for your service as a Lotum. Thank you very much indeed. We are getting close, so yeah, you're gonna have to take off that seat eventually. Chip, damn it, get off.
Hey, watch your wording.
God damn. Okay, all right. Triton taking it there. No, that's true. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Yeah.
The wild card.
Yeah. Yeah. So egg. Oh yeah. I'm glad you like egg. It's a great New Zealand term. The writing English, you have been noticed. You've been noticed. Could No Man's Sky come back? Probably not, just in terms of even though there are more things in it now, I don't think there's enough to really make a series out of it, unfortunately. So yeah.
Just like you get the center of the universe and nothing's there, you got nothing in it. So.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So, I don't think we'll be exploring that scenario anytime soon. Don, g'day. Hello. I don't know why I chucked a g'day there. I'm not Australian.
G'day,
so
Tom.
How's
it going?
Elin, thank you very much for your super chat. Very much. Let's see if Janice is around today at all as well. See if she'll kick into it. Oh dear. I'm ready to duck. As soon as she starts dropping things. There we go. Thank you, Elin. Thank you very much. Shebang.
You go, guys.
Yeah, the thing is, I really do enjoy 4. Like, I really enjoy it. Blood Mime, initially I wanted to do a roleplay with Subnautica when it first came out as well. But that was one of the things where, at the moment, like, my hours, essentially, like, I'm always doing as much as I possibly can. But right now, I can't get there. Yeah, see, this thing is, like, there's a potential for one of the Cataclysm series being close to being finished. Like, the thing is, like, with Dusk's story, Dusk's one was always going to be a take it as far as I can. But the thing is, with Leif, his goal is to just essentially not escape, but to get away in a degree. Like, here's the thing, like, what we might be able to do with Cataclysm, this is the thing that I find really interesting. Because I love starting again in Cataclysm. I like the idea of doing like a number of smaller series with that. I think we'll always have Dusk as the series that's kind of exploring the late game of Cataclysm, right? No, I know Leif isn't that old. Leif hasn't been around for that long at all. Dusk's series has been running for the longest out of all the different Cataclysm series that I've been doing, and I think it's probably going to stay that way because, I feel like with that, we want to try and explore the late game of Cataclysm, take that as far as it can possibly go. This is Triton. This is Triton on the right, hanging out behind the chat. This is Triton, my best mate, and herald of the Legion. Yeah. That works, right? Yeah, that works. Yeah.
All the members of the Rycon Upper Legion have majestic beards.
It's a requirement.
Yeah.
It's like it's an employment requirement thing that I require. So yeah. That's true, Damien. Yeah, but that's the thing is like I would like the idea of doing like with Cataclysm especially, doing like trying to like hit goals like so not have like an unending story with them. It's more like that's the thing is like with Leif right now, if he can build a boat and if he can start traveling downstream, like that's his story, like that's his goal, Triton is literally lurking in the chat. You're right. Oh my god. Lurking in the chat. I love it. I love it. Triton Triton does prefer the dark side in RimWorld. He does. Oh dear. Oh dear me. Unfortunately, we're literally we are squidged in the corner. We're squidged in the corner. Yeah, we're making enough space as possible. Jessica Manring, how do I keep such a happy tone? I try and be as well. This thing is like I'm always real with you. Like I never try and act or put on a persona. But I try and project as much as I can, and I try and project positivity to you all as much as possible, because I know for me personally, like YouTube is an escape for me, both like when I'm creating things and when I'm watching it as well. Like I watch it to escape and to enjoy something as well, and I find like when I'm creating it's the same deal as well. So I try and put as much joy and positivity into it as much as possible. Not to say that like I'm not without that at all, but when I'm creating them, I am happy. Like it's fulfilling. Like why I'm doing this is because I find it super fulfilling. Like I've done some pretty awesome things like outside of YouTube before, but nothing really kind of touched the the fulfillment that I get from this, because I'm making things for people out there who I know really enjoy it. So I guess like the reason I feel like that kind of, or maybe I project like happiness and joy, is because when I'm making these, I am really, really happy. And that's why it's tough when anything goes wrong. Like there are things I think going on with my machine at the moment that could potentially like upset schedules and like mean that it takes it longer for me to get Skyrim and Fallout back out to the rest of you. But yeah, I don't know where I was going. I don't know where I was going with that, but there's something in there. I think there's a cohesive thought in there somewhere. I think. Yeah. The bleep. Yeah, the guard. That's Gallag the guard. So well, actually, Gallag in chat is also Gallag the guard. So that's the Gallag. Whenever he goes off screen, that's him just gonna go and type a comment. So yeah, there we go. Just like that. Okay. So. How am I going to power Leaf's boat? Might be man-powered. I haven't actually thought about that. I haven't experimented with boats before in Cataclysm, so I don't know. Yeah. Who knows? Updates always screw things. Yeah. The sound issues. I'm at a loss. But yeah, Panda, you are indeed correct. That's where I was going before. It is time to announce our Lotum, the Legionnaire of the month. I'm looking down at like my little audio meter because I'm like, this is the time when it's gonna freaking cut out. Right, it is time to announce the Lotum. The Lotum is the Legionnaire of the month. Our previous Lotum was Eowlin Forrest. Eowlin, thank you very much for your service as a loyal Legionnaire. It is time to notice? It is time to announce another. So with that, we're going to be lowering your banner and raising a new banner. Now, folks, this is going to be a little bit of a strange one, so to speak, but hear me out on this. Our Legionnaire of the month is Gamer Poets. If you don't know who Gamer Poets is a fellow role-playing YouTuber. And the reason he is the Legionnaire of the month this month is that he is incredibly supportive when it comes to any kind of creative endeavor that I'm undertaking. So I felt it was right for me to recognize that here. And Gamer Poets, you are my Legionnaire of the month. And I know you might not see this here as well, so I'm definitely going to tell you outside of this as well. But there you go. And if you haven't had the chance to see Gamer Poets, if you don't know who Gamer Poets is, I highly recommend that you check him out. we're both in a very similar vein in terms of the content that we create and the games that we play. So if you like my channel, you are definitely going to love his channel as well. So I highly recommend you check it out, because not only is he a really good creator, but he's also a really genuine person as well. So
his the link to his channel is also on the Rycon Recommends on the Discord as well.
There you go, and there you go. You should also check out the Rycon Roleplay's Discord. It is an incredible place full of amazing people, and yeah, well, there we go. Axel, I'm so sorry. There isn't a fan art reel for this month, and I'm horribly sorry for that. Just because of the technical issues that we have had, I'm not going to be able to play it out today. Just because, unfortunately, I feel like my computer might potentially melt down. The CPU is always at a point where it's just going to quit. So. I apologize if I did miss any of your questions when I was talking about the Legionnaire of the month. So, if I did miss out on that, I apologize. So, yeah. You're taking the throne away. Take it away then, Chip. Take it away. Yeah, head to Gamer. Yeah. Let him know. He'll have no idea, I think, of what I'm talking about. But that's part of the fun. That is part of the fun. So yeah, there we go. So apologies about the fan art reel. So we're going to have a very big one next time. We're going to have a very big one. In terms of some other announcements as well, I did make a video talking about a PO box that I have opened up recently. I'm going to be creating another little series on the side. So each month I'm going to be including. The thing is, I'd like to include the fan art in that as well. So there's a good chance that I might be including it in that. So I'll have the fan art play during the town halls, but I'll also have it play during our mail time section as well, which I am still taking names for as well. So if you haven't seen that video, I do recommend you go and check that one out as well. And in terms of other kind of recommendations, I have started another series in which usually what I would do during the town hall is that I would do Rycon Recommends, which is when I talk about a specific YouTuber or music or something like that. And so what that series is me recommending things, and I've done the first episode of it, so it's a little bit more of an in-depth look rather than me just saying check out this person or check out this thing. It's me actually talking about why I like it. So yeah. And Axel, I know, Axel tried to send me Axel has already tried to send me underwear. Which I'm not surprised.
Rather nice looking underwear, though.
I'm not surprised. Oh, well, yeah, there we go. Yeah, rather nice. Send him the Triton, maybe. Yeah, so unfortunately, Amazon does have, some issues with sending things to New Zealand, so... And that's the other thing as well. I do realize, I do live in New Zealand. It is at the very bottom of the globe. Beneath us is Antarctica, or the wall of ice, as I know some people like to call it.
So much so that Americans sometimes just leave us off the map completely.
It's true. Yeah. It's true. Many times we're not on there at all. So yeah, there we go. I'm just making sure I haven't missed anything else out here. Avic made a small powered boat in his Cataclysm series recently. Awesome. Avic's another YouTuber that I love. I am going to be doing a recommend series on him eventually as well. Yeah, you'll also end up seeing a recommend series on Gamer Poets as well eventually, but yeah. Both Leon and Logan are going to be returning very, very soon. I was going to be working on those on Monday and Tuesday this week. It's all dependent on whether or not my computer holds up, because it is having some issues at the moment, and with the way I have the schedule set up at the moment, I know that you looked at me like you're like, what is he trying to say?
No, I was just laughing at Ken of Pringles saying he'll send me a G-string.
Oh, there you go. Thank you, Pringles. Thank you. What was I talking about? Oh my God. See, this is my memory. This is that amazing memory. Oh, the schedule, right? So with the schedule, there isn't a lot of time for me to actually work on my machine and do maintenance as well. So, there is a chance that things might not be back to normal just yet, but know that I am trying to get them back there. I'm not sitting on my laurels. Is that what you say? Is that the saying, sitting on my laurels?
No, when has that really mattered for you?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's like waterclogged.
Waterclogged. Yeah, waterclogged. Yeah. I'm sitting on my laurels, apparently, we're going to go with that.
Yeah.
That's a new thing. I'm pretty sure it's a thing. I don't know if that's exactly how the saying goes. I know chat will catch up eventually, but Flat Earth Legionnaires. Yeah,
Oh,
god damn.
no.
Yeah. Well, I talked about the ice wall, of course. I talked about the ice wall. Yeah. Yeah. Even though New Zealand has a very good connection to Antarctica, and I have had multiple friends who have been to Antarctica, they haven't really though. They haven't really been
that
to
would
Antarctica.
mean Cameron Pringles is actually an actor pretending that he's from the fake country Australia.
Yeah, it's not real.
Yeah.
Australia's not real. Not real at all. Resting on your laurels. Okay, yes. Okay, so it is. Sitting on my yanny. Pringles, you're on fire today. Nice, nice. Okay, that's very topical. Very, very topical. Well done. God, yes. Yes, it is the saying. I'm glad I'm right. I'm glad I'm right. There we go. Oh, dear. I haven't seen Deathgasm. I have a friend that's in Deathgasm. And I know people who made it. But I haven't seen it, unfortunately. Yeah. That's bad. That's bad. You've been compromised, Pringles. You have. I do want to do a playthrough of The Walking Dead. I did do the most recent season I did on the channel, so I think I will do the final one. I know it's weird in that I didn't do the original too, but it kind of worked out. It worked out. It was fun, and I like being able to give my input on it as well because I am very not judgmental. No, that's probably not the right word. I'm very something when it comes to The Walking Dead. I have like a lot of. Well, the thing is, I respect the source material. Like I respect the comic, and yeah, when I see things done that I'm like, oh, yeah. Sometimes they make a lot of things that sometimes they do things that just don't make sense. So yeah, now we have a lot of people that yeah, Australia isn't real. Yeah. Well, at least most of the world knows about Australia. A lot of the world just thinks that New Zealand is Tasmania on the bottom of Australia. So yeah. Triton, when is your time when you announce the takeover of the channel?
Guys.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I'm right here. I'm right here. Keep your hostile takeovers secret.
Yeah, gosh.
We must. Yeah. Australia is the Sith of countries. It's debatable. I feel like there's some other countries as well that might take the cake.
That's why I'm a Sith, because I'm half Australian.
He is half Australian. It's put a strain on our relationship as friends. It's tough, but you know we try to manage as best we can, right?
Everyone has a dark side.
Everyone has a dark side.
He's forgotten what his is.
Yeah. No, I know mine. I just keep it very far away and locked down. Yeah.
This fascination with female underwear.
No, I'm pretty sure that's Axel. It's definitely Axel. Yeah, definitely Axel. Ah, dear me. Yes, so, what I was saying before, if you haven't had a chance to check out the Rycon Recommends video that I did, I do recommend you check it out, because Krug Smash is an awesome YouTuber, and also, yeah, do go check out, oh, come on, I've been doing this for long enough, I should be able to point at things with my finger. Go check out Gamer Poets as well, please do. I should do a team up with Avik. It'd be great to be able to do collaborations eventually. That's another thing as well. Because of how I have things set up at the moment, I can't do collaborations. There's no time. But I do want to do some collaborations eventually. And what's cool in a sense is that I think things like Rycon Recommends, in a sense, will kind of almost be like a collaboration in that I'll be able to, show. It's kind of like show and tell, where I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite YouTubers of the moment. So yeah, there we go. Before the recent election in the US, quite a few people thought that Denmark was the capital of Sweden or Scandinavia. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Europe, if people don't spend a lot of time trying to understand Europe, it can be. There's a lot of things going on in quite a small space. Yeah.
What people don't know is New Zealand's actually capital of the world.
It is. It is. We keep that on the down low, though. Yeah. We keep it. Yeah. They don't call it God Zone for nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's where Olympus is. The real Olympus. Yeah.
Olympus.
Where the gods are at. Here. They're Kiwis. Yeah. Hello. Hi, Obi-Wan. Hey. I feel like that's probably just Chip or something with another account. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh dear. What was your senior class's high school prank? We had it was like Joanna like brought like a sheep, right? Do you remember the sheep? Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
So like one of the things was like, because in New Zealand we have a lot of sheep, right? So someone released a sheep like into the school. Seemed like a great idea. Wasn't such a great idea. Didn't work out as well. What would you say in terms of like pranks as well? Was the Halloween thing a prank? I don't know if I'd say that was a prank, right?
That was just like a
Bad
life choice.
Bad life choices. Yeah. So like we have a common room. We had a common room at our high school. A common room. Where we spent like literally the entire night redecorating this space and like painting it. Like we sprayed blood on the walls, which stained it. Like we had to repaint freaking everything afterwards. And then like there was another like it was a mess. Like we completely destroyed this common room.
God, it smelled afterwards.
To make it look very Halloween-y. I mean, it was great, but yeah, it was messy. It was messy. Yeah.
That smell like lingered for freaking weeks.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what the hell happened in there, but like it left something and it didn't leave.
Yeah. I think someone smeared Nutella all over the kitchen as well to make it look like just crap was everywhere. It was messy to say the least. Yeah. Yeah. But the sheep was, you know, that was a wholesome meme, you know.
I think the funny things though were things, because the thing is, our band was we just caused a whole lot of crap like constantly, and I think the most funny things were things that we weren't planning, like
true.
Like when Tim broke the water drainage pipe on the side of the science building, and then we were trying to hide it, and then just the vice principal tended to just walk around, and then this guy playing the boss person played distraction to the vice principal just to make sure he didn't turn around, as the water pipe was just, you could just see it over the building just like moving.
There you go. Ellen, thank you for coming along. We'll see you around. Sacrificing one for the team. What a good guy, eh? What a good guy.
Yeah. Action hero Rycon predates the plate incident.
You put a dead snake in his coffee cup? That's next level.
Yes.
That is good. That is damn good. Well done. I've had 4 snitties for breakfast. What is a snitty? This is like the second or third time I've seen snitty pop up in the chat.
Schnitzel.
You can't. How do you kind of accidentally throw pee on someone? How does that happen accidentally? I don't quite understand that one. Ah, dear. I'm sure if we were super creative, we could have come up with something a little bit more elaborate than the sheep. But the sheep was, you know, it's quintessential New Zealand. You know, it was good. You know, we had some of the teachers have to, you know, they had to chase it around. It was good. It's good fun, you know? Yeah.
Some of the mufti days. Chris Stormcoming as a homeless person. Like he was just like wearing a box or a bag or something. I can't remember.
A sack. A potato sack. Yeah.
Wearing a potato sack, and that's all he was wearing.
Yeah, you're right, Nuggets. That doesn't sound like an accident. I don't know how you accidentally do that. No. Disassembled then reassembled a VW Beetle inside of a classroom. Now that is a good one. You know, it's something when it's not doing damage to anyone. It's just something that's super inconvenient. That's great.
And didn't you turn the whole classroom around?
Oh yeah, that's just like an occasional thing. That wasn't like a senior thing. That was just like a daily basis.
Yeah.
Just turn around all the desks and have all the people facing the wrong way when the teacher comes in. Yeah. Just to you know. Just because you got to do something. Yeah. Pringles is definitely a man of culture. Yeah. That's the word that I associate with Pringles when I think about Pringles. Culture. I don't know what culture, but culture. Oh dear. Okay, Snitty is chicken snitchel. Okay, right. Is that a thing, or is that something that we've just made up now? Because I feel like that's something that we've just made up. Oh dear.
Seeing it here first, peeps.
Yes, exactly. Enjoy Dusk, Storyhouse. Enjoy. There's still many more days to go of Dusk. If you're on episode 28, we're up to like episode 100 and something now. Yeah. We're doing good, Chase. We are doing good. We have a little bit of a delay at the moment. We have some technical things going on behind the scenes. I have a melting CPU and a graphics card that's probably trying to semi-become a fish. But, you know, these are the everyday things in the House of Rycon. Yeah. So, folks, we're actually getting towards the end of the town hall at this stage. So if you do have any questions that you'd like to try and get them out before the end, that's a statement, Axel. That's a statement, not a question. If you want to get any questions out before the end, start firing them through now, and I'm going to try and get through them as quickly as possible. More than likely going off on a few tangents as I kind of go along, so yeah. No, you don't need to worry, Casper. You don't need to worry. We will find a way. We'll get there in the end. Things will be alright. Just need to figure out what the hell was going on with the audio. Have I ever thought about the idea of having Karstag or the Ebony Warrior in the Tale of Leon? Unsure, because the thing is, like, there's so much going on in there at the moment as well that I don't foresee me chucking that in there yet. Yes. Am I looking forward to Fallout 76? Yes, I am. I'm intrigued. I want to know more about it. I want to know what it is. I want to know what their vision is with it. But you know, I think it's cool that Bethesda is doing something else Fallout related. Obviously, like, I know some people are like, you know, talking about Fallout 5. It's not going to be a thing. Not for a very, very long time. And I'm okay with that as well. I don't like rushing things. Like, especially with games, I really, really don't like there being a rush. That's why I'm not, like, chomping at the bit when it comes to, like, the next Elder Scrolls game. Because, you know, there's still a lot that we can do with Skyrim. You know, I'm still exploring things in that as well. Not to say I wouldn't complain if something was to come out, but yeah. Will Leif find civilization? Hopefully he will, because that's his goal. Maybe he will, maybe he won't, but we'll see. Yeah. Have I given any thought into using the Fallout 4 Horizon mod? I actually haven't had a look into it too much. The reason I jumped into Frost was because I was like, oh, it's the same creator as Dust. I gotta play this. I haven't looked into Horizon much at all yet, but I will be looking into it to see what it's about, and if I might be able to do something with that eventually, because there's no rules against me telling more than one story with Fallout, so I probably more than likely will try and do multiple tales with that, as well as like the long kind of story that I'm trying to tell with it. Yeah, no, 100% a new Elder Scrolls will come out before Fallout 5. It's just the way the development cycle works with them. Yeah. Have I ever thought about doing a Dishonored roleplay? I was actually talking about that earlier on. Like, the reason why I'm wanting to try and scale back some of the other series is so that I can do this Dishonored roleplay that I've been trying to do for, like, years. So it'll be good to finally be able to do stuff like that. So I'm scaling things back so that I can do other things, so that I can just give you more roleplays, because at the end of the day, that's kind of what I'm wanting to do. So, yeah. Let's see. Have I thought about maybe starting Leif in a new world? I feel like Leif's story, his journey, is going to end if he's able to. Because, like, look, he's already survived longer than I thought he would. I thought we were going to die much earlier on. So we've already gotten a lot further in that series than I thought we were going to. So yeah. I know, Aelin, I know we're trying to limit them at the same time. Yeah.
Need to quit my job and become your assistant.
Yeah. We'll get there. Do we have anything else? Before the end? Because the end is near. The end is nigh. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to update you all about. I feel like we've gone over a lot of the things during this. For the most part. If you haven't already, if you haven't seen, or if you haven't checked out the Discord, I do highly recommend it. Highly. At this point, you see Killing Leif. Well, yeah, at this point where he's at currently, I think he could survive indefinitely. I think he could make it. I'm not so afraid of winter right now. I think if he just sat down where he is now, if he just stayed in the area that he's in, stayed quiet, stayed hunting a few of the game around, started maybe setting some traps, did some more fishing, I think that he would be... I think he'd be able to survive, like, easily. Indefinitely. So, yeah. And yeah, it does actually appear that things are running a little slow. But what can you do? Technology. It's one of those days. We still had a chance to kind of talk to each other today, which has been good, albeit with some humps and bumps. Again, it's just all Triton. It's all Triton being here.
Always.
100%. That's it.
My presence just intimidates your PC.
Yeah, your presence, like you're like, here, have this, and then it's like, oh no.
Yeah. It never accepts my presence.
Yeah. There you go. I want to do an Oblivion roleplay. See, there's a lot of things that are on the list of potential roleplays down the track. We'll see. I like that, Damien. I like that. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, I always want to be able to do more for all of you. I want to be able to feel like I'm doing enough. In some aspects, I felt like I was doing too many of some things, and it's like, it's more like there is oversaturation is the word I'm thinking of. Oversaturation. Oh, Avic's starting his stream in 7 minutes. Well, do go check out Avic after this if you don't know who Avic is as well. Avic is another amazing YouTuber who makes some really, really awesome series. So if he's streaming, go and say hello. Go and jump on over there. There's no way to host with YouTube. I would host if I could, but yeah. So is anyone going to help you open mail? Maybe Charlotte? Yeah, because Charlotte will be around. So yeah, maybe I'll have Charlotte helping me open some of those, and I'm going to be very cautiously opening some of them. Congratulations and welcome to the Legion, Evan Fire 30.
So it's like...
There we go. Pat on the head. There we go. Yeah. Oh, it is on Twitch. Well, yeah. Okay, cool, Casper. It is on Twitch. There you go. Unfortunately, I'm streaming on YouTube right now. Speaking of that, though, I have actually got access to my Twitch account again now. Yay! I haven't done anything on it yet, but I've been locked out of it for 6 months, so that's cool. Yeah. Oh, and speaking of Charlotte, I think she's actually just arrived back at this stage. I think she's just coming through the door now. Hello. Hi. Okay, we're going to be wrapping things up here, folks. So I will see you all later. Thank you so much for coming along. I will see you all in the next one. I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. This has been Triton. And until next time, stay tuned. All of the salutes today.